If you'd like to see how I'm going to transform this regular old Pepsi bottle into this lovely one-of-a-kind glittered and rhinestone bottle, check out this video. Hey YouTube! So today in this video, I am going to be, just for fun and just something cute, I'm going to be doing something to this Pepsi bottle. So this is for all you Pepsi lovers out there. It's not always about liquor and wines. There may be some other things that people may think would be cute or fun to embellish. Or if you have like a cute little party table set up, you know, people have, they have the chips laid out, the drinks, everything like that. Why not jazz up some of the food items that you have out? So I'm going to be adding some extra fine glitter that I picked this up from Walmart. And it looks like it's the same type of glue. It may be a pinch dark, but we'll work with it. And I'm going to be using my Art Glitter Designer Glue. I wanted to use my Mod Podge, but I couldn't find it, so I know this glue works pretty good, so this will be fine as well. Makeup brush to dust off any excess glitter. I'll be doing something to this area as well. You will need to use a sponge brush. And let's see here. You may want to use a smaller brush because I want to try my best not to get any glitter on this area, but I don't want to mask it off because I don't like to mask. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. So you really want to just take your time and go in a straight line as best possible. Eventually in this video I do end up using a smaller brush. So you'll want to use a smaller little paintbrush or whatever you have. But when you're working with this art glitter glue, you have to work pretty quickly because it begins to like thicken up and dry out. So that's just a little tip when you're using this glue. So just continue to watch me try to spread this on here as best I can, as evenly as possible. So this is coming along. It's a little blotchy because I'm going like really small section by section. I ended up having to borrow a makeup brush from my 6-year-old daughter. Yes, she has a makeup brush. So I could get like along these areas and go along outside of the logo here. So I'm just trying to go a little section by section. So that's why it's a little blotchy. So I'm going to get as close as I can, and then I'll go in between those letters. I have some plans for this logo, but this is kind of taking a long time. Not really, but as far as me trying to record all of it, so I'm just trying to show you a little bit of how I'm getting in these little small areas, just so you can kind of see how I went about it. If you decide to do something like this. So I'm just getting close as I can with this very small brush. And if you happen to get any on the letters, just kind of take it off while it's still wet. And that's why I like to have a big jar of glitter. I like to have a nice big jar of glitter because I feel like I have to keep stopping to keep refilling this up from the fall off. But I didn't have this particular glue in my big jar. But this is coming along with this label. I'm just dipping my brush in this glue. And then I'm just kind of going along the side like this, as straight as I can. The best way I can. As straight as possible. So I'm just going to keep on, and I'll come back once the whole first layer of glitter is complete. Okay, you guys, this was getting so time consuming, and it was really hard trying to get in between these little bitty letters, even though I did have this small paintbrush. So I just went ahead and put a little bit of glitter on top of the letters. So I figure I'll just take this little, the end of this picker. And if you can see that, I hope you can see that. What I did is I'm just taking it and tracing where I could kind of see the letters. See how I just revealed the letter? But I kind of went over it with glue and glitter anyway. I figured this was the best way I can kind of really get it. And then just kind of clean it up afterwards. See that, how I'm revealing the letter? Hope you can see that. Okay. Ooh, because this is taking a little too long for me. And it's not going to be 100% perfect. This is just something I thought would have been cute. A lot of the stuff I do, some of it is for people who request it, like people I know who will put an order in for something. But most of this is just me creating content just to bring ideas to people. That's all. And just to keep me busy, to keep my mind busy. This crafting for me is extremely therapeutic, and I just like to do it. All right, so here's how the other side looks. I'm gonna try to fill in some of this blotchiness a little bit. Okay, so for the purpose of this video not being super long, I just went ahead and did the 2 coats. And plus I only had like 2 shakes of glitter in here. It's not much glitter in here at all. That's why I like to buy big jars of glitter. So as far as this Pepsi logo goes, the idea in which I had is to add some rhinestones to the logo. So that is the next step that we'll be working on now. This is drying. I'm gonna figure out how I want to seal that. I'll probably just go ahead and do an acrylic spray because it'll be too hard to try to get in between this again. I'm just gonna go with an acrylic spray. But right now we're just gonna add some rhinestones. I'm gonna go with a 4mm. I have 5mm as well. I'll have a link for both. But I'm just gonna go ahead and start out with a 4mm rhinestone. I have added red rhinestones to this portion of the Pepsi logo. I could have done white jelly rhinestones, but I decided not to because I like the way this 4mm and 3mm look here, and I only have the white jelly in 5mm so far. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and work on adding the blue to this area. So you can go ahead and watch me continue to add the rhinestones. And I could have went around this area with rhinestones, but I don't have any 2mm. I could have forced 3mm, and I really just don't want to put rhinestones on this little white area. I could leave it as the way it is. The same thing with the words, the letters, Pepsi letters. I could just leave it as is. So this is completely optional. What I decided I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna fill that in with some silver glitter and just leave it be, because I'm ready to move on to my next project. This was just something to throw an idea out there. This is for you Pepsi lovers, or just people who are just into something like completely and totally different. So I'm going to take my Liquid Fusion. I've never done this before, but I'm just doing this because it has that precision tip on it. And I really want this glue to get in this area here. So I figured this should work fine with the glitter. So we're gonna find out. It's not something I would do on a regular. If I was doing like a whole wine bottle or something, I definitely wouldn't use my expensive Liquid Fusion. This is just straight up for rhinestones only. But I figure if this can hold a rhinestone down, it can definitely hold some glitter down. Glitter that I did purchase from Walmart. And I just realized too that the glue is not dry on the rhinestones. So some of the glitter may stick in between there, but you know what? I don't have an issue with that. I don't. But keep that in mind. Maybe you should make sure the rhinestone glue is dry all the way before you do this, if you're going to do the same thing that I did. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how this turns out. Just gonna gently brush away what's not going to stay. Okay, so I never mask stuff off because I don't like to mask. Because I just don't, I just don't care to do it. But I'm going to be sealing this with some acrylic sealant spray. And I'm just concerned about the rhinestones getting cloudy or just, I don't know how they'll react. I'm just gonna place this on top. I'm going to be sealing this with the Podge Gloss Clear Acrylic Sealer. I believe I paid about between $10 and $12 for this from Walmart. So you just have to give it a really good shake. And you can add as many coats of this as you need, but you have to let it dry at least 15 minutes in between each coat. So I'm just gonna do a quick little gentle coat because I'm in the house. This stuff is extremely, extremely strong and toxic, and I don't like the smell of it. But just for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna spray a little bit on here, and the rest I'll just do off camera and outside. Okay, so you wanna hold it at least maybe 6 to 8 inches away. This is my little makeshift masking to protect the rhinestones, as I said before. And I did it on the back as well. All right, here we go. Then I'll let that dry and do the rest outdoors. Here is the final result. I did this just for fun, just to be different, just to give some ideas, but I actually think this turned out very, very pretty. I can see where I can go in with some smaller size rhinestones where I put the clear rhinestones at, but I did like this. It was a little time consuming trying to figure out how to get the glitter to go in between the Pepsi letters, but I kind of figured it out. This would be so great to have on your little table set up for your children's party or even an adult party. Or if you know someone who's just super into Pepsi and they just love the brand. I see people wearing Pepsi outfits, Pepsi jackets. Why not have some glamorized Pepsi liter to drink from? Well, however, even if you want to just have this in your home, I think it's something super cute and fun. Thanks to you guys for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Share it on Facebook. I hope you received some type of inspiration to make something like this or to do something similar. And I thank you again for watching. I'll have some links available to the colors I use for the rhinestones. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. That'd be wonderful. If not, thanks for stopping by. Okay, bye-bye.